face masks and perspex screens the new normal for passengers at Cardiff Airport. But despite the adjustments, there's a clear sense of relief.
It's good to be back after like 4 months. To be able to go family and friends is good.
Yeah,
it's great.
It's nice to see it happening.
Yes, actually. Yes, at long last.
These are the first commercial passenger flights to leave the airport since March. Some countries still haven't opened up to holidaymakers. Spain has. And these sun-seekers heading to Malaga see it as a low-risk destination.
We've been in touch with our family who lives there, and I think they're more worried about us coming over than we are going over there.
Everything is the same basically as here, so they asking as well for kind of documentation just to get safe, basically things like about the coronavirus, if you had that symptoms before, if you had any family with the issues as well, but at the moment we are fine, thanks to Lord.
Please keep a safe social distance and follow the health recommendations.
During this pandemic, passenger safety is more important than ever. At Cardiff, there are new procedures in place, and you'll notice them as soon as you enter the terminal building.
We're adapting to the new customer experience, which has slightly changed from what customers were originally used to. As they arrive at the airport, they will be met with airport stewards to ensure that social distancing measures are adhered to, and in addition to that, we'll be asking for all our customers to wear face coverings. We do also ask that it's customers who are flying only that come into the terminal building. You can absolutely expect to wear face coverings on board all aircraft when you are flying, and anybody travelling back into the UK from aboard will be expected to fill out a passenger locator form. It's a requirement for anyone flying back into the UK from aboard. That passenger locator form needs to be filled out electronically, and it should be filled in before you depart to come back into the UK.
These changes come at a time of huge upheaval for the aviation industry, which has been hit hard by the pandemic, and that's likely to have a knock-on effect on passengers.
Airlines are in survival mode. They've really got to get flying. The thing is that people are not going to travel as much, and that will be because some people will be scared of the virus and won't want to travel. Other people will have discovered perhaps they don't want to travel as much. So that demand for air travel is going to be lower. Eventually it will start to grow again, but it will be with smaller aircraft, less frequencies. Maybe some airports are not going to have the routes that they used to have.
So where does that leave Cardiff Airport, which is owned by the Welsh Government?
There's going to be those ups and downs, and it's probably going to be, I would have thought, at least 3 years before we're getting anywhere near the kind of numbers that we were prior to this particular catastrophe.
For the airport's chief commercial officer, it's a wait-and-see situation. With the airline industry in a state of flux, a lot will depend on what happens over the next few months.
July is going to be a slow start. August ultimately is going to be another stepping stone, where we start to see more frequencies coming in, and then really we'll see where we get to facilitating for air travel in Wales as we go into the back of the summer. We've been talking extensively to the airlines over the months, explaining to them that, look, we've got one significant advantage in that, we are the only airport in Wales. Our shareholders are the Welsh Government. We are focusing on the economic value to Wales for our air services. So ultimately, we are here for the long term. But it's going to be a long road ahead, and what we don't know is what's around the corner next.
This pandemic has thrown everything up in the air. But for the first time in months, holidaymakers are starting to take to the skies. Amid all the uncertainty, 2 weeks on the Costa del Sol is a reality once again.